Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. God's blessings to each and every one of you. Today is Thursday, May 28th. It is the third day of our project based learning week, and we're going to start with this Bible verse this morning from Psalm 143. This is verse 8. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life. There's a lot of things in our lives that we trust, right? When we get into a car, we trust that it's going to turn on. When we put the key into the lock of the door, we trust that the door is going to open up. When we go to the refrigerator, we trust that there is going to be something in there for us to eat. Unfortunately, in all of these circumstances, I have found times in my life where my trust was not rewarded with what I thought was going to take place. If you remember what I shared yesterday, I have turned on the key in the car and the engine hasn't started. I've put the key into the lock of a door and it did not turn. And I have opened up the refrigerator and found nothing to eat. I'm not saying that there was food in there I didn't want. I'm saying there was actually nothing in the refrigerator. Um, so there are times when our trust is misplaced. That's because of the fallen state of the world that we live in. We live in an imperfect world. The good news is we serve a perfect God, and His love truly is unfailing. God doesn't fail us. This being forced to kind of stay in your house and away from people has gone on quite a while, and I know it's starting to ease up, but this whole time, God hasn't stopped loving you, and He won't. That's His promise. It's a promise from a perfect God, somebody who is powerful enough to create universes and powerful enough to create small particles that make up you and me and all other living things. So you can trust God and enjoy your morning. Now, we also want to be able to do a little bit of work with our PBL, have some fun, and build a raft that is trustworthy. We want to build it strong enough that we can trust it to hold 25 pennies. So here we go. The goal is to create a model of a raft using materials found outside, close to your home. I don't expect you to go miles away from home, even blocks, just around your home outside. See what you can find. You may not find everything that you want, but see what you can find to make a raft. Okay? And you can use plastic wrappers if you need to. That there are what it's not just limited to natural resources, but things that you find outside your home. Okay, so here's the requirements. Your raft must float and it must stay upright. It can't flop over. It must hold 25 pennies without sinking. Now, we didn't put a time frame on that, but I would say it's got to stay floating with 25 pennies, meaning it doesn't sink even after 5 seconds. Okay, it floats. It has to be small enough that it'll fit in your bathroom or kitchen sink, and it you will need to submit a picture of it floating or video of it floating with the 25 pennies. How you arrange the pennies is your choice, but it must hold 25 pennies. Okay? All right. Possible supplies: sticks, twigs, string, if you can find string outside, paper. You can't use glue or tape. Okay? So, your no adhesive objects, that's specifically referring to glue and tape and things of that nature. Okay? So, be aware of that. Okay? When you submit your video to Mr. Dooman, please make sure you explain to him, or if you submit a picture, do it in writing, but somehow explain to him what materials you used and how you made your raft stay together. Okay? And I know some of you are probably going to be tempted to use popsicle sticks. If you actually found them outside your home, that's really not an issue. But this wasn't really something that we were designing for just the use of popsicle sticks. See what you can find outside your house in nature, if possible. Okay? And then submit your work to Mr. Dooman. God's blessings. Enjoy yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I know Mr. Dooman's been busy watching videos. You have a great day. Goodbye.